Yo, what's good with y'all, gang? Hey, gang, y'all know what time it is, man. We back out here on some more Grand Theft Auto Online, birdie. And for this week video, gang, I wanted to do kind of like a different type of video, bro, where I kind of do more of like a story time type thing, man, while we just play GTA in the background, gang. So, one question I always get asked, or like something that like seems to shock people a lot, is when I tell people that I got locked up. So, gang, in this video, man, I kind of want to just tell y'all my whole experience or whatever of being in that situation over the years of me spending pretty much over 1,000+ days pretty much locked up, gangs.
Police! Help! Police! Help!
To get straight into it, gang, I started getting in trouble, like legal trouble, around about the age of like, I would say like 12. I started getting in like legal troubles around about the age of 12, man. And my legal troubles started off kind of light, if I do say so myself. Like my very first time getting in trouble with like the police and stuff like that and getting locked up, it was slight. It was really just me. I ended up getting suspended from school or whatever, right? And during that time, I wanted to go get a haircut or whatever. And down here, they got like a law where if you end up in trouble or whatever like that, basically, long story short, you can't be, I did not mean to get in this car, but yeah, long story short, man, they got like this little law, man, where if you a certain age or like a minor or something, if you under a certain age, you shouldn't be out around like certain hours, which usually be like the hours of like 9 to like 3 or something like that. Like can't no minors be out without, you know what I'm saying, a guardian or somebody of age that's old enough to be out around this time. And basically what had happened was I was getting ready to come back from the barber shop, and long story short, I ended up on my way back from the barber shop. I was getting ready to walk back home. I ended up getting pulled over by this lady cop. It was a lady cop at the time and stuff like that. And she, hey young man, what you doing? Why ain't you in school? Blah, blah, blah. And I ended up telling her like why I wasn't in school. I ended up telling her like I got suspended and I just wanted to go give me a haircut and I'm going walking back home. You feel what I'm saying? So she was telling me like, you know, you ain't supposed to be out at this time. Even though you suspended, you still not supposed to be out without a legal guardian, blah, blah, blah. And I ended up getting locked up. She ended up taking me to the precinct or whatever like that. But it was slight. Like it was real slight. I ended up just going to jail. I was probably only in there like a couple of hours or something. And later on that day, they end up calling my peoples and then they end up getting me out. I end up getting out that same day. So that's my very first experience actually getting like in trouble, locked up type vibes with the law. Like that ain't my first real experience with the police, like an encounterment, but it's the first one where I actually ended up getting there, you know, well, she put me in handcuffs. She just put me in the back seat, drove me down, and you know, I had to go through that, man. But later on down the line, when I hit like, I think I was like 13 years old at this time, and this when I was like really starting to like peak at being like real bad. Like I was really being bad, fighting, doing stuff out there in the streets, and just being what we consider just a bad kid. You feel what I'm saying? I ain't gonna say I was like the worst kid of all time, but I was pretty bad. You feel what I'm saying? So I ended up getting a fighting at school, right? And I ended up breaking this kid arm.
This nigga's crazy.
So of course I ended up getting charges pressed on me behind that. Parents ended up pressing charges on me, and I ended up getting locked up for it. This time I only got locked up for like, I think I only got locked up like 2 weeks to a month, something like that. It was like 2-ish, 3-ish weeks, like closer to a month, where I ended up getting locked up for it, man. So I ended up spending like a month or so locked up in like this look. It wasn't like juvie, but it was like kind of like one of them, like I can't even like really explain it. Like it was like, damn, my fault, OG. But yeah, gang, it was like one of them lockdown facility type things where, you know what I'm saying, you ain't really like locked up, but you are locked up. Like you can't escape. They lock doors, you know what I'm saying, all that type of stuff. Like they go through all these different things and stuff like that. So I ended up spending like a month in there. My time in there, I really don't remember it too much because it kind of went by quick. I kind of was in there and that was it. I wasn't really in there long. But the second time I went, the second time I got locked up, I ended up going to the same place. I ended up going to like the same little lockup facility. Once I went to that same lockup facility, I ended up spending like 2 months there. So the second time I was there, I remember this a lot more vividly because I was there longer. So my second time I was there, I was chill for the most part, but I did get into like other troubles. I did get into like fights and stuff like that. One time I remember I ended up, this no bullshit, I swear to God, my nigga. One time I ended up getting into some shit with a dude, right? And we ended up scrapping or whatever. We ended up running squabbles or whatever like that. This is one of like the couple of squabbles that I've been in. But this squabble stuck in my brain for this particular reason. After I ran the squabbles, I was still like hyped. So I was still acting bad. I'm still tweaking. I'm still doing this type of stuff. Gang, these niggas in this fucking place stuck a needle in my ass. Damn, I swear to God, bro. I'm in this bitch tripping, right? When I say I'm tripping, gang. I'm on this bitch wilding out, talking shit, doing all type of stuff to the point where these people decide to go out they fucking way to stick a needle in my ass.
Are you serious right now, bro? Like, are you serious right now?
It's like, I can't lie to y'all, man. It's so fucking crazy how that shit fucking work, bro. To the point where I can't eat, bro. It blew me, bro. So, in my mind, so basically what the sticking the needle thing in your ass, if you ever watch like a movie or a cartoon or anything, basically, they do that shit to calm you the fuck down. You know what I'm saying? They basically tell you like, hey, my nigga, you need to chill the fuck out. So, I knew this because I've seen other people inside of the place that I was in go through this same thing. So me thinking that I'm Mr. Booby Badass, thinking that I ain't worried about it. I ain't finna goddamn go to sleep. I'm trying to fight the shit, gang. I swear to God, folks. I'm in this bitch trying to walk around like, boy, I ain't going to sleep. I ain't going to sleep. Woo woo woo. I ain't going to sleep type shit. Bro, I swear to God, bro. I fuck around, gang. And damn, bro, we had to find a fire truck the whole time. So yeah, I'm riding this bad boy, walking around and stuff like this, trying to fight the medicine or whatever. I swear to God, my pace turned into a standstill. I'm gonna just stand here, but I ain't going to sleep though. Then my stand there turned in from a stand to a sit down. Next thing I know, my sit turned into a lay, and my lay turned into me waking the fuck up in my bed with a tray next to me. It was crazy, bro. I swear to God. And the crazy thing about this is, that's the first time it ever happened to me. But I've actually had that happen to me maybe 2 or 3 more times after that. Cause like I said, when you wildin' and they feel like they can't control you and you doing whatever, they do this to you. They stick you in your ass and they put your ass you go night night, nigga. Like, that's all I can say. They put your ass to bed, no cap, man. So after that, another like vivid moment I remember in this bad boy is when I got to fight with this one dude because we was arguing about something. I don't know, we was arguing like about cards or something like that. All I remember was me and this dude was arguing, me and this other, kid or whatever, because we young at the time. Me and this other kid that was arguing, and we was arguing about something. I don't even remember what the fuck we was arguing about or why we was arguing about it. But all I remember is we was arguing, gang. And I swear to God, all I remember is we was arguing, and you know what? I'm gonna hop out and shoot at these dudes. All right, cool. Let's do this. Wait, these good guys. I'm shooting at the good guys. All right, these dudes we need to shoot at. All right, cool at. Bet. But yeah, all I remember was we was arguing, right? And so boom, next thing I remember, the CO dude ended up separating us or whatever, because everybody always feel like, what I'm saying, if there's a problem going on, you should separate, and then that'll just solve everything. So we're separating, and all I remember was I was the person that had to move. Bro made me move to the back. So he made me move to like the back of the room, because we was like in the little general area where we watch TV, eat, stuff like that. We was just like in the little general population or whatever. And all I remember was I was sitting there and I was playing cards with another dude, like me and this other guy. We was like playing cards or whatever, right? And during that time, dude and them ass had got up. Folks had got the fuck up, right? I ain't really thinking nothing about it for real, because of some point of fact that I'm thinking the shit over with, you feel me? Like, hey, little beef is over with, bro. Folks them separated us. You know what I'm saying? Get out your heart, leave this shit alone. You feel me? Man, gang, when I tell y'all this nigga snuck my motherfucking ass and hit me in my shit so motherfucking hard, gang, I can't even, bro. I'm not even, bro. I swear to God. You ever been hit, right? And like you get hit in your shit and it look like a lightning bolt smack you in your shit? Gang, I swear to God. This nigga hit me hard as fuck. I cannot lie to you, gang. Gang, this nigga hit my ass so motherfucking hard, he blues my shit. Bro, he hit me so hard that I literally had to think in my brain, this nigga just fired my shit up, bro. Man, all I remember was fight or flight kicked in. And y'all know me, I'm more of a fight than a flighter, bro. All I remember was going ballistic berserk, bro. I just went to punching and wailing on this nigga. Next thing I know, I'm getting my punches in, I'm wailing on folks' ass. Man, one of them COs grabbed my motherfucking ass. They grabbed me from like the back, wrapped me up, and boom the shit out of me. I'm talking about put my ass in one of them cold ass German suplexes, back to back German. Bleed. I'm talking about, bro, I'm every bit of like 13 years old, gang. Boom the fucking shit out of me. I'm talking about sent my ass to the upper room. I swear to God, folks. That shit was wild, bro. I can't even lie to you, gang. That shit was so fucking crazy to me, bro. But that's the first time and the only time I've ever had a black eye in my life. Gang, this nigga hit me so fucking hard. This nigga blacked my shit. I think it was the left side. It was the left side of my face or the right side of my face. I don't even really remember which eye he blacked. I think it was the left side, actually. He blacked my shit. Like, all under here, bro, was black, bro. Folks, like, he didn't, like, black the whole shit. Bro just blacked right under here. Bro, I ain't gonna lie to y'all, bro. Don't judge me for saying this, gang. But before then, before I got my black eye, before I got my shit black, I didn't even think black people got black eyes back then. Bro, I ain't gonna lie to you, gang. I swear to God, I did not think black people got black eyes. Bro, blacked my shit that goddamn day. But I got on his ass, though, bro. We squabbled up and shit like that. But after that, I ain't gonna say we was cool, but we never had any more issues out of each other. Bro never said shit to me. I never said shit to bro. Bro stayed in his little area. I stayed in my little area. And it was kind of like, that's just what it was, gang. But that time, so that was my third time locked up. And like I said, that time I was locked up for roughly like I said, I say roughly like 2 months. It wasn't 3 months, like 2 months. Something like that while I was locked up for, man. So I ended up getting out and stuff was kind of normal. So going on to my longest time locked up. You feel what I'm saying? This right here, what I'm about to explain to y'all is my longest time, like straight being locked up. And this was roughly like 2 years. You feel me? I spent almost 2 years locked up. So like I said, I ended up getting locked up for like a year, like 10 months or so like that. You feel what I'm saying? Basically, if people want to know what I got locked up for, I basically got locked up for like a breaking and entering and an assault. But I kept doing other bad shit that would get me more and more in trouble, which would extend my time. So basically, if you locked up or whatever, right? If you do shit, like say if you get to fighting with a nigga or something, and this is the time, I'm like in real juvie and shit, I'm like going to real jail. So basically, if you get in trouble, basically, you'll get an extra charge, and that charge will extend your time, meaning the more charges you get, the longer you've been in there. And if you keep getting charged, they'll end up charging you as an adult and shit like that, and you can end up going to the big boy jail. I'm gonna get into that. So I'm in this bad boy. I end up getting a little assault charge, the little breaking and entering charge, because of shit that I did when I was 14, right? The way that they got my motherfucking ass, first of all, was smooth as hell. They end up getting my ass in one of the smoothest ways of all time. They got me out of school. So if you know me, bro, you know I hate school. I hate school with a passion. It made me mad. That place sucked. I do not like school. So one day, I'm in school. I'm in 9th grade at the time. I'm 14 years old. I'm in 9th grade. So I'm in that bad boy, and the little principal person, lady or whatever, called me on the phone, talking about something, hey, you know what I'm saying, Mr. So-and-so, can you come out for a checkout? So I'm leaving. I'm in this bitch talking shit. I'm teed, like just say it like that. I'm in that bitch teed up, dapping all the homies up. Hey, I'm out this bitch. Fuck y'all. Fuck this school. You feel me? Type shit. I'm just talking shit. Man, gang, I swear to God, Brody, nothing could have prepared me for what the fuck was going to happen when I walked in that motherfucking office. Gang, when I tell y'all, I went in that office and all I seen was like 4 fucking officers in that bitch. And you Mr. Top? Yeah, that's me, gang. Man, these niggas got on my ass, boy. They like, yeah, bro, I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. You under arrest. They basically broke down what happened, why it happened, and at the end of the day, it wasn't nothing I could really do or say. It was nothing I could really do, nothing I could really say, because they got me. It was the truth. Everything they said was the truth. I did exactly what they claimed that I was doing. All that. You feel what I'm saying? I'm just looking like, dang, you feel me? I'm in this bad boy like, damn, I done really got caught. These folks that really got on with my ass, bro. You feel me? I ain't gonna lie, it fucked me up. I ain't gonna hold y'all. It really did. It threw me for a loop, because don't nobody expect to get caught until you get caught. You feel me? Nobody actually expect that shit. So when you actually when you actually end up getting caught, it do hit different. You feel me? Come on, bro, where you at? Let me go ahead and just lock on the dude. Go ahead and get him up out of here. I ain't gonna lie, I'm taking everybody out because I'm not. Wait. I'm finna die. You know what? Matter of fact, I'm just gonna get in. I'm just getting in. Come on. But yeah, gang, so they basically was like, we got you. We got a report of you breaking and entering and also assaulting a man. We gotta take you in. You feel what I'm saying? So I go in, they take me. Luckily it was a weekday. It was a school day or whatever. So I ended up being able to go to court and stuff. First of all, when I went to court, I already knew that I was gonna, spend the time because I did the shit. Man, they gave me this weak ass court-appointed lawyer. Long story short, he was trash. Bro was dookie as hell. I'm talking about the worst court-appointed lawyer of all time, bro. Never get this type of court-appointed lawyer in your life. Bro sucked. No fucking cap, Brody. But I ended up getting locked up, and I ended up going to the detention center in my city. I ended up going to Birmingham Detention Center. And I only spent like 2 weeks in there, right? Then I ended up getting shipped from Birmingham to Huntsville. They never, to this day, I do not know. They never really explained it to me. They explained it to me, but the way that they explained it really didn't make sense to this day. But they ended up shipping me all the way to Huntsville. Huntsville is like 2 hours up north, like an hour and 30 minutes up north. It's like, you know what I'm saying, farther away from my city where I'm at right now, man. So I go in that bad boy. I spent like 5 months in there. Now, my 5 months there is pretty sweet. It's nothing crazy. It ain't no bad stuff. It ain't nothing. The only like craziest in the thing that happened to me there was, it was this one guy. He was in that bitch, little black dude or whatever. He swore for Lord he was the toughest nigga on earth. Folks swore up and down he was so tough. And one day, me and the nigga ended up getting into it, and he ended up punching me in my face like twice. These was two of the most weakest fucking punches I ever felt in the history of two punches that you could ever feel. These two punches was so bitch made. These was two of the most bitch made punches that I've ever experienced in my life. Like, these punches suck. This nigga needed his ass beat for how bad these two punches was. These two punches was T-fucking-rash. I mean bad, bro. It was so bad that I didn't even fight the nigga. I just laughed. I swear to God, I laughed at the man and just was like, bro, you know what? I don't even give a damn, bro. Fuck you. It was so fucking funny that the CO, if y'all know what the CO is a correction officer. The CO even laughed about that shit. Cause it was funny because bro really was on the internet, like, I'm saying on the internet. Bro used to be on the cell block and shit, doing all this fucking woofing about how tough he was, how hard he was, how he was in the streets and shit like that. Granted, again, we fucking kids. I'm like 14 at the time. Bro probably like 15, maybe 16 maximum. But we Lewis said, we some young ass niggas, bro. Like, bro, you ain't no shit. Your ass a bitch. Like, real tough. You's a straight bitch. A hoe. A straight up one, bro. Now, you ain't even like an in-between bitch. You just a straight bitch on 4th grade, boy. Man, so, like I said, buddy called himself doing that. I ain't even fight bro back just off the simple point of fact that nigga punches was so fucking pussy. Like, it was sad, bro. It was damn near fucking sad. Like, I damn near felt bad for them weak ass punches. Like, I damn near was like, bro, I don't even know what to say to you, gang. Like, that shit was so fucking petty and so fucking bunk. But that was like the most intense thing I went through. Everything else in that first place was cool. That first place I was at, well, the second place, because technically I was in the detention center first. The detention center was cool too. I didn't even really stay that long. Most of the time I spent most of that time in my cell. But that second place, I spent like 5 months there. It was cool. Like I said, nothing really happened. Everybody was cool. It was a little white boy named Nick. He was in that bad boy. He was from Tuscaloosa. He was cool as a bitch. And all type of shit. They let us play the game in that bitch and everything. Like, motherfuckers had PS3s and shit in there. Not our PS3s, but the place. They had PS3s. We still went to school and stuff. So if people want to know, like, I still went to school and shit. We used to have like classes and shit like that. Like, I still went to school. They had like, you know what I'm saying, accredited classes and all type of shit. So when I was locked up, I still went to school and shit. It was straight. It was straight. So after that, I ended up moving. They ended up shipping me from there to Selma. If y'all don't know what Selma is like this country ass area in Alabama. When people think of Alabama, y'all know when people think of Alabama, y'all think of like country shit. Horses and pigs and grasslands and all that bullshit. That's what the fuck Selma is. Selma is country as the fuck. Like, it's very country. Like, it's so country. They end up moving me to Selma. I end up staying in Selma way long. I think I end up staying in Selma like 8 months. So Selma isn't the most place. The most like interesting place I was like the last place I went to when I was in Doe. So basically, when I ended up going to Selma, I ended up going to like this little step down little thing, bro. It was like one of them little things where say you getting ready to get out, but they kind of want to put you in like this little area before you really get out, so they can kind of slowly wean you back into being this and sit in regular population, regular civilization type shit. But niggas in that bitch was in that bitch woofing way too much, bro. It was way too many niggas trying to be hard, way too many niggas just not trying to do they shit, bro, and not trying to be on that. And the motherfuckers was too busy trying to be tough. And I ain't really respect that shit at all, gang. So I was in that bitch always fighting. I was in that bitch on gangster shit. I'm talking about I'm in that bitch doing all type of stuff. I'm slapping niggas. I'm slapping COs, all type of shit. So basically, I end up getting into it with a CO. Again, if you don't know what a CO is a correction officer. Basically, look at that nigga ass. You know what I'm saying? You ever watch the movie and you see like the guards and shit? That's who the fuck they is. They like the guards or whatever. So, man, I end up getting into it with a CO. Basically, what had happened was I was mad about something. At this time, I'm like 15 years old. I was mad about something. I don't know what pissed me off. I don't know why it pissed me off, but it pissed me off. So, me being pissed off, I was mad and I went out and I went to go, you know, I'm tweaking. tweaking. I'm diddy bopping. I'm mad as fuck. I'm big. I'm just doing what I'm doing on 4th grade. Man, all I know is one of the CEOs, I didn't even like this CEO. This nigga, I ain't really fuck with him like that. I actually kind of didn't like this nigga at all. I was out there old diddy bopping. Bro had punched on me first. First of all, let's start there. Bro punched on me first.
It hit different. I can't be whooping all that. It hit different, but that's the whoop.
I just went to punching back after bro kind of like, you know what I'm saying, what they doing, what he was doing towards me. I didn't respect that. So me and bro ended up getting into it. Woo. Next thing I know, folks bitch ass pressed charges on me. The CEO, that nigga pressed charges on me. I mean, he a bitch for doing it, but at the same time, he was supposed to, you know, in a way, in his own right, he was actually supposed to press charges on my bitch ass because, you know, that was his job. I'm pretty sure he probably would have got fired if he didn't. But anyway, he was still a bitch. Like, you was a bitch, boy. So folks them ass pressed charges on me. I ended up getting charged as an adult, gang. So when I got them charges pressed on me, they ended up pressing them bitches on me as an adult. Basically, like I said, I had to go to big boy jail. I spent like 2 weeks in big boy jail. When I say big boy jail, I mean like real grown people jail. You feel what I'm saying? I'm in like grown people jail. You feel me? I'm in there with old heads. I'm in there with nigga 30, 40, you know what I'm saying, 20, 30, 40 years old. You know, that type shit. But it was cool though. My time in there was really smooth. To be honest, I think my time in the grown people jail was the smoothest time I ever had being locked up out of that whole stint in my life of being locked up. You feel what I'm saying? Like, my time spent in grown people jail was some of the most smoothest shit ever. But I ended up getting charged up as an adult. I ended up getting charged. They sentenced me longer than 2 months, but I ended up doing this shit called an appeal. I ended up getting another court reporter lawyer. He was trash, but he was better than the court reporter lawyer I had when I first got locked up. So he was the person that told me after the 2 weeks get an appeal and see if they'll charge me back as a child. You feel what I'm saying? And they did. They ended up granting my appeal, and I ended up getting charged. I ended up getting it, you know, downgraded and charged as, you know, charged as a child. So I ended up going back to the detention center. I ended up going to the Selma detention center for like another month. I already spent 2 weeks in the big boy jail, and I ended up spending like a month in just the regular little jail. You feel what I'm saying? Just, you know what I'm saying, doing whatever I'm doing type shit. So we ended up doing that. Oh shit. But yeah, I ended up doing that. I ended up going to jail, getting it appeal, spending the rest of my time. So once I got out from the Selma County / detention center, I ended up going to Dothan. This is where my shit was cracking for like the first couple of months or so. It was cracking for me here. Man, I spent probably out of the year, that whole thing right there was the year that I spent there. You feel what I'm saying? That was the 1 year I spent there. The next time I spent was the last 10 months I spent all in this lockdown place right here, all the way in Dothan. Granted, Dothan is 4 hours down south of Birmingham, where I live right now, where I'm from. That shit is 4 hours. That shit down there like going to Florida. You like right there by Florida, right there by Georgia. That shit like 20 minutes apart. If you want to drive 20 minutes more south, I would have been in Florida. Granted, I ain't never been to Florida day in my life. That's just how close to Florida that I was. You feel what I'm saying? So yeah, I'm in Dothan, bro. I'm talking about I'm far away from my area. I'm far away from my city. I'm far away from all that type of stuff, man. So I'm down here, and like I said, my time here was probably the most eventful. This is where so much stuff happened to me. I'm talking fights. I'm talking me about to bang out with a female CO. All type of shit. My time there it wasn't the worst, but it wasn't the best. You feel what I'm saying? Like, it was eventful though. I will say that. It was 1,000% eventful as shit. Bro, the craziest thing about that place though, for real, was our area was one area. You feel what I'm saying? One section was our area. The next section was another area. You feel what I'm saying? Basically, you had the boy unit and then you had the girl unit. The girl unit was on the other side. So basically, you had the big hallway where you could go to like the lunchroom and stuff like that. So basically, we'll all line up, we'll go out, and we'll go to the big area. The big area is where you'll go down, you know what I'm saying, for the crazy niggas that needed meds, you'll go get meds and all that type of shit. You'll go get your meds, we'll go down and go to school, we'll go to the lunchroom, we'll go out that door to go, well, we had another door that was the back door, like if we wanted to go outside or whatever, but we'll go out that back door to go outside or whatever like that, or we'll go through that door to go to the other side outside or whatever like that. Like, we had, you know what I'm saying, that was basically just the main area for a lot of shit. But one thing I will say about that place, the girls got way more active than we did. Like, you would think like the boys areas would be the worst. The girls used to get busy on that area. I'm talking about real busy on that joint. I'm talking about it used to get wicked busy, bro. And I'm talking about busy in the worst ways, bro. I ain't finna lie to you. Hey gang, I'm gonna need you to blow up, Scud. Thank you, sir. But yeah, it got busy there, man. But they used to let do co-ed and everything there, man. Co-ed was when they used to let the boys and the girls come together. They let the boys units and the girls units come together, and they let us kind of like intermingle with each other and shit like that. Which I used to, you know, I was in, you know, I used to talk to the girls, whatever, but I never was like one of them. Niggas in that bitch used to be trying to have girlfriends and shit, and they used to be in that bitch getting mad over bitches. Like, it was weird. Like, niggas was weird as fuck in that bitch. I ain't gonna lie to you. Come on, gang. I need you to blow up. Thank you, sir. That's why I ended up breaking my hand, having to have surgery in that bitch. If y'all don't know, I might leave it at the end of this video or something, but that's the place why I end up getting a fighting with a dude over a honey bun the day after I got out of surgery, because I had to have surgery on my hand, and I ended up getting a fight with this guy over it, bro. No cap. Is this gonna blow up? Oh, it's another car inside of Benny's. Okay, that's what it's car at. I'm like, where is this other car at? All right, let's go ahead and do that. Boom, beautiful, beautiful. But yeah, it was weird, man. Like, people used to try to be all extra serious and shit in there and all that type of stuff, man. But this is the place where I ended up like beating a CO ass with a tray, all type of shit. Like that air, like, bro, I can really just explain that place by itself. Like, I can make a whole video just talking about my time there in Dothan. It was crazy, man. But after a while, I ended up kind of like chilling out, calming down, relaxing and shit like that, right? And did this nigga really just completely avoid me? That's crazy. But yeah, I ended up just kind of like chilling, relaxing, not really, you feel me, just doing all that crazy stuff. So eventually, what ended up happening was they started allowing me, as I was getting closer and closer to the end of my sentence, they started allowing me to go on these things called home passes. Home passes is basically, well, like I said, I explained this in streams and stuff. Well, like the last 4 months of my sentence, they would let me go home, like actual home. Like, I used to go to my auntie house for like a week. So like I would be locked up for like 3 weeks out of that month, and I would go home for like a whole week. I'm talking 7 days. Sometimes it'd be 9 days. So they'll give me like that weekend, that whole week, and then that Monday I would go back or whatever like that. But mainly it'd be like 7 days or whatever. Basically all that was for was just, you know what I'm saying, another way to kind of like get you back into society, get you back kind of just feeling how it be just to be back in just normal society. None of that crazy shit or whatever like that, right? So I'm doing the home pass and stuff like that. I'm doing good. And this is where I kind of started my dreads too. On one of my home passes, I ended up having my cousin start my dreads and stuff. So, but it was cool. But I did end up getting locked up one more time. But like I said, I ended up getting out and I ended up going back to school and all that type of stuff. You feel me? I was pretty much chill. I wasn't really too much in the law, trouble in the law no more, but I was still on probation. I still was on probation. So after I got out, I was still on probation. So I still had to go to court. I had a probation officer that used to check up on me, all type of stuff. I actually had a couple of probation officers actually. One of my probation officers, this lady was fine as fuck, but this lady was so mean. I hated that lady with a passion. When I tell you I hated that lady, I hated that lady so much, but she was so fucking sexy. I ain't gonna lie to you. My damn headset and turned off for no reason. I don't know why that just happened. Why did that happen? Is it working now? Okay, we good. But yeah, this lady she was bad, bro, but she was mean as fuck. And all she wanted to do was just lock my bitch ass back up. Anytime I would get in trouble in school, anytime I would get suspended, anything, she used to try to find any reason to try to lock me up. I used to just always kind of like smooth talk my way out of it, or the person, you know what I'm saying, my godmom that I was living with, she would try to kind of like smooth talk. Oh my God, 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 oh my God. Let's go! That freaking worked. I can't believe I say that. Yo, that was a W save. We out though. A lot of the things that kept me out of trouble and kept me, you know what I'm saying, from getting locked up was the fact that I decided to play football and all that type of stuff. Like, that kept me out of trouble. My coaches used to talk up for me. Some of my teachers would talk up for me. None of my teachers talked bad about me because I would never like point to the teachers that I knew I used to get problems and motherfuckers would be like, yeah, this nigga's a nuisance in my class. I used to always like point to the teachers that loved my ass, so I would never have that issue and shit like that. So it was like that. But like I said, I did end up getting locked up one more time in my life, and it was as an adult. But this time it wasn't bad. I only spent I think I spent like 3 days in jail, and I ended up having to go back to court. So, you know, if you end up going to jail and bailing out, you bail out and you gotta go to a court date. They usually want you to appear to your damn court date or your ass get in trouble, for real. Your ass going to jail. But I ended up going to court, and basically the charges end up getting dropped, and I ended up beating that case. Whatever like that, you feel what I'm saying? I ended up, you know what I'm saying, I ended up not having no issues with that case. case or whatever. So that was the end of that. That was really like my time, kind of like, you know, in jail and stuff. Like I said, I did get into fights a lot. I got into a lot, and I mean a lot of fights while locked up. Some of it was my own doing. You know what I'm saying? When I say my own doing, like me gassing them up. And some of the times it was just niggas being on their shit. You feel what I'm saying? Like, one thing about being locked up, bro, everybody in that bitch going through something. Everybody in that bitch having bad days. Everybody in that bitch, you feel me, going through shit. No matter if you a child, no matter if you a grown man, none of that shit. Like, everybody in there going through some shit. You feel what I'm saying? That's just how I go in there. That's just how I go. Like, niggas be around this bitch trying to be, you know what I'm saying, mad about their situations, but at the end of the day, you know what I'm saying, like on some real shit. Like, this some real ass shit. Don't nobody give a fuck though, cause everybody in that bitch going through the same thing. Like, we all in this bitch going through some shit. We all in this bitch, you know what I'm saying, dealing with some shit. I lost my grandmama while I was locked up. Like it blew me. Like, I'm talking about, I used to tell myself all the time, like, when I get out, I want to go see my granny, blah, 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 woo, doo, woo, doo. But it never was like that, bro. I used to just always be in trouble. Like, I ended up, you know, my grandmama ended up dying while I was in there. That shit hurt me. Like, she ended up dying, like, right as I was about to get out, too. Like, so that hurted me. Like, that was one thing that I tried to, you know what I'm saying? It took a lot of talking from the COs and like the people that really like cared about me in that place, bro, to keep me from like over whooping for real, because I could have really like, when I found out my grandmama died, I was ready to, I'm talking about, man, you talking about anger. The levels of anger that I had in my body, bro, when I found out my granny died, bro, when I was in that place, bro, was man, I can't even explain it to you, man.
Hey, can't speak on that right there.
That was my heart, bro, and I used to always tell people, when I get out, first thing I want to go do is go see my grandma. I used to say this shit all the time, but she died right before I was able to get out, man, and it was crazy, man. But for the most part, bro, do I regret getting locked up and being in them situations? Yes and no. I do regret it because it took a lot of my teenage years away from me. You feel what I'm saying? But at the same time, nah, because it taught me a lot. It taught me a lot. It calmed me down. It let me see. It let me learn a lot about myself. You feel what I'm saying? I'm still learning a lot about myself even to this day. But it let me learn a lot about myself. It let me, you know what I'm saying, see things differently, be behind cages. It sat my dumb ass down for sure. I wouldn't recommend nobody going, like, don't take this video and look at this, oh, it's me glorifying being bad, me glorifying jail. Because, boy, ain't shit cool about it, gang. Ain't shit cool about it, especially when you start hitting them adult years. When you start hitting them adult years and you go to standing in front of them people and shit like that as a grown-ass man, it hit different, bro. Like, when you a kid, they kind of be a little lenient on you, gang. You feel what I'm saying? But when you a grown-ass man, bro, you start hitting 18 years old and you still getting in trouble. Them niggas on your ass, boy. Them niggas don't get no fuck. These niggas try to, especially when you feel me, they be on our ass, boy. So do your best to stay out of trouble, man. Don't be around here trying to, you know what I'm saying, be tough. Think that jail shit cool, because it's not. That shit really lame. And I just wanted to, you know, kind of just put out my story and tell y'all my days and stuff of being in jail for over 1,000+ days out of my life. Like, I spent, you know what I'm saying, it ain't a whole bunch of time, but it's a whole bunch of time. Like, that's 1,000+ days that I'm never getting back in my life, because I just wanted to be out here being dumb and, you know, faking and flogging. Like, that's what it is. You feel what I'm saying? That's just, you know, how I go, man. But if y'all do want to see more videos where I kind of talk about my life and things that I've been through and experiences that I've had, y'all let me know, man, and I'll definitely do this, bro. That's it, gang. Like I always say, man, y'all be easy, y'all take care, and until the next one, gang, I'm up out this thing, man. Peace.